What's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today I decided to play Taunt Druid because there's actually a couple new cards in the set that I thought were going to be very interesting for Taunt Druid. Mostly the Mogar, because it's a new death rattle for N'Zoth that gains you a shitload of armor. So it's kind of like even a little bit better than Khartut. One of the other cards I wanted to try was Varian, the new guy that will draw you Rush, Taunt, and Divine Shield. Obviously, there's a million Taunt minions in the deck. But the interesting part is the Rush and Divine Shield. For the Rush part, I'm playing Fizzy Elemental, and for the Divine Shield, I'm playing Zilliax. So this way it gives me, another piece of card draw that I think could be solid because it does come with a 7/7. Also, one of the other things is if you don't want to use him, I do think that the 9-mana N'Zoth is also really solid. So you have an elemental, right, in the Fizzy Elemental if you're running this list, if you cut him, say, for the 9-cost N'Zoth, but also you got a new demon, which you didn't have before, so it's one additional minion type. So you have elemental, demon, mech, beast. Sure, I know it's not that many, but it's better than nothing. There's basically, in my opinion, there's no really better types. Like, obviously you could play like a lot of decks have actually just been running this because this is a very solid card, but like, or you're playing Druid, so Malygos is almost an insta fit in your deck, but I don't think so. Like, basically I just don't think there's like enough solid ones. You could play a Sleepy Dragon as well if you want to add a dragon. I think this would be the best dragon actually for the deck, because you can't really play cheaper things than 4 because or else Oaken Summons gets much weaker. You lower your odds of hitting Vargoth, which is kind of insane. Besides that, other cards also that might not be necessary is Greybough. I just love playing this card. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think all the other ones are kind of necessary. Greybough is just a really fun card that has the potential of going like really big. Also, you could sub out the Starfalls for cubes. I just think that in the current meta it's very aggro, so I kind of want a little bit more removal, so I decided to put in Starfalls. But with that being said, let's just queue up the first one. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'll just see you guys there. Okay. Oaken Summons is a really good card, so is Overgrowth. So is Starfall. I'm assuming it's an aggro deck, so that's pretty good. I guess there's this one thing I kind of actually want to talk about. So, for many of those who watch my content on the regular, and even those who don't, would know that I basically upload a video every single day. And you guys won't see one for yesterday. That's because I decided to play Death and Taxes Demon Hunter, which is a new Demon Hunter deck where you're basically playing the quest line, and then you're trying to, I presume, I wasn't good at it, but I presume ramp into it really fast, and then complete it, and then slam the reward, and then try to OTK your opponent, or try to kill him as fast as possible with the new weapon. At least that's how I kind of saw it. I saw it on Get Meowth's Twitter page, and the deck looked interesting, so I wanted to try it. So I built it, I played it, and I think it read like the YouTube bot that takes down videos. I assume it read Death and Taxes, and it assumed that it was bad, and that it was related to criminal organizations, because that's what it was removed for. I have no idea if that's true. I have no idea if I'm completely wrong with the reasoning. Here, I just see a high roll. I rolled. I might be completely wrong of the reason they removed it. It might be something else, but yeah, it got removed because that was in the title, I assume. So I'm very sorry about that. I am trying to get it reinstated because I do kind of want to have a video get out every single day. It would kind of break a streak of like almost the entire year straight of uploading a video every single day. And on top of that, I forced myself to do the other one, like the one yesterday, because I was really even though I was really tired and like I had an exam today. Speaking of exam, I'm about to crash right after this is done being recorded. So yeah, slept like 3 hours last night trying to study for that exam. Yeah, it's kind of a piss off. So if you guys check back, hopefully in a couple days, it should be back up, so this way you guys can watch it. The deck is actually really fun. I think it's a very interesting deck. It is a very hard deck in my opinion to play, I might just be bad. That is 100% a possibility. I mean, at this point, you guys know I'm not the best player of Hearthstone in the world. So, yeah. Also, we have like 1,000,000 mana now. It's kind of great. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. What's nice is that it's gonna... My guy kills both of his guys on top of dealing 5 damage to his face. It's really good for me. Ooh, Nazoth. I haven't had any Death Rattle minions die, though, sadly. Let's... I really need a draw, like... Varian right now would be an insane draw. This is also a pretty solid draw, actually. Ranging Pass. Okay, I kind of wish I had one more mana, but... This is just gonna draw 2. I'm at 46 health against what it looks like an aggro deck. I feel like I'm doing pretty solid. Although, I've never seen Shando Wildclaw in a deck. Give beast in your deck +1/+1. So he's like a beast hunter. Interesting. Really good, yeah. As I said, though. Very good card would be Varian. This deck might just be missing a little bit of card draw. That might be a thing. It's not the card I want. Can I please draw a good card? No? Okay, fuck me, I guess. So I'm gonna random 3-drop. I don't think the 3-drop will necessarily be able to kill my guy. So I'm fine using one. Oh my god, I actually hit a good random 3-drop. Fuck. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So we ran into a problem here where we're not drawing anything we need. That feels kind of weird. That's actually really good for him. Worst comes to worst, we can always slam Zilliax here. Varian, please, one time. King of Stormwind. King of Stormwind. That's all I want to draw. Oh, Herald. I don't know if it's order played or minion based. There's like only Taunt minion left, so it's not even that insane of a draw. Although it is very annoying that I have yet to draw any Death Rattle mains, so I can't even play Nazoth. And I'm playing more than usual. Well, one more than usual. Yeah, how many cards do I have left in my deck? 13 cards, and there's still like half my bombs I left in my deck. I drew possibly the worst one to draw. Like, drawing Hadronox would have been huge. Did that give them Rush? I forget. Yeah. Why take an additional 3? They had a Rush. That's a nice one. I need to draw Hadronox. Sorry if you hear, I'm playing with that fucking hair clips. I had one on my desk. Also, I hope you guys have a drink. I don't remember if I said that or not, but I got me a Coke, and it's delicious. Yeah. He's playing actually a fairly interesting list. I've never seen a deck like this. Fuck you, guy. And now is the turn where I'm going to draw Varian. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Oh, that's terrifying, actually. Just give me Hadronox. Hadronox one time for the ones. One time for the ones. Because I have so many dead minions in my deck. Or dead taunt minions. Really, game? You're gonna do me like this? I possibly should have saved that because he did just put all of his big shit to the top of his deck, but we live in life on the edge today. That wasn't the card he drew for turn, right? If that was the card he drew for turn, that's a very interesting thing. I'd actually even be fine with like a Greybough or kind of forced here. I was like the worst N'Zoth actually in my life. Except for in like Dead Man's Hand where you do this just because you can. Quite literally because you have to do this in order to get more Khartuts in your deck. In your dead pool to summon more things. Oh. Okay. Our tools. We can do this, do this, do this on this. It's a really good draw for once. I mean, that does draw me another decent card. That's really unfortunate for me. Oh, I miss lethal, huh, with Naturalize. That's kind of bad. I say I miss lethal with Naturalize. It's because I know that in this deck you kind of have to save at least one Naturalize. In order to kill off your Hadronox right away to try and play around Hex and things like that. But to be fair, it is a Hunter. I doubt he's playing cards like Hex in his deck. He is at 2 though. If I was initially instead of Starfalls, I actually had swipes in my deck. So with the swipe, he would be dead here. Ah, that's a big boy, huh? I'm at 1,000,000 health though. Depending what I draw, that's. I guess that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Okay, but yeah. So you kind of, I guess that's a little point. You kind of want to save at least one Naturalize for a Hadronox, if not 2. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, he's a Katharina deck. Katharina's such a cool card. I actually love this card. It's so sick. Hey, but that's a really good first game. And it's a dub. I've actually never seen that happen. I've never seen someone die after attacking with that weapon. So I never saw both the minions just like float there. That's kind of funny. Hey, but yeah, this is by the way the reason I picked Druid side quest to play Druid. But we're also getting close to the 1,000 wins. That's so fucking hype. Anyways, with that being said, let's skip the next one. Hopefully, get another win. All right, guys, I'll see y'all there. Ooh, we're against the Warlock. Hard mull everything there. Hopefully, we don't draw another. We don't draw Vargoth again. It'd be really nice to just coin this out, hit Vargoth on 3, and then be a little bit ahead for once. Oh, it doesn't actually matter. I'm pretty sure this is the best deck in the game, by the way. I'm fairly certain. That deck is so strong. I really want to play it, but I kind of want to save it to play it on stream. If you guys are interested in seeing it before the next time I stream, just tell me and I'll look into playing it tomorrow. In tomorrow's video. Yeah. It's a deck I really want to play. That's such a disgusting early game. Actually disgusting early game. At least, funny enough, this is a slow start for that deck. Every single one so far I've played against has completed the first step of quest on turn 2. You have to wait till turn 3. What is he, bad? I think if, by the way, if this quest gets nerfed, I've actually spent a lot of time thinking about this. I spent, like, legitimately in the last 3 days, or, yeah, in the last 2 days, I spent, what? Vargoth one time? Fuck you. I've spent probably like 4 or 5 hours on public transport. And basically on public transport, I just think about random things. And I was actually thinking about how I would nerf the Warlock quest. And I think the short but true answer on how I would fix it would be remove the lifesteal. And possibly diminish the damage. Or if you want to keep the lifesteal, because it's kind of thematically, it's kind of nice. Have it just deal. I would honestly think it'd be worse if it dealt, say, 2 damage to the entire board. It's like right now, he's completed a quest here. Quite literally completes it on turn 4 every single game. Like, I don't see how this could be even considered remotely fair. I feel like there was quite literally nothing I could have done here. And, you know, with a draw like this, like, I don't know. That's at this point, you guys kind of know that I complain about most things in this game. But I do genuinely think that this deck is a ginormous problem. And I do see it getting nerfed in the relatively near future. I know that, if I'm not mistaken, people are also complaining about it in Standard, which is why it's going to get nerfed. Sadly, not because of Wild, because we all know that Blizzard doesn't actually care for Wild. Kind of sucks, but true. Or change this so it's only like... I don't even know how you would change this to make it like fair. Make it so when your opponent takes damage on... Like basically it transfers the damage. If I take damage on my turn, he takes it instead. So if I would like say Hero Power hit the Giant here, he would take 8 instead of me. But then I think it makes it unplayable. And again, I'm okay with nerfing a card as long as we keep the archetype playable. I don't want to nerf something and just have an entire archetype be actually unplayable. That's not fun for anyone. Not the people playing the deck, not the people playing against the deck, in my opinion. I would much rather have it just be balanced overall. Because I do enjoy having powerful decks in the meta. It makes it significantly more interesting. Like, see, like, this is dumb. Or make minions not trigger it. Or make, like, kind of the same nerfs, actually, I suggested for... what's the name of that deck? The same nerfs I suggested initially for Raza Priest. Which is just, like, either make it only trigger on spells, like the new Hunter one. Or only trigger on minions. And I think, basically, I think they should do the same thing, basically, for the, Warlock quest. Either only trigger on minions, or trigger only on spells. This way, like, say if it was take, I'd even be fine if they dropped it. Take 3 damage from spells, or take 4 damage from spells, 5 damage from spells, 6 damage from spells. On your quest. This way it's going to make it slightly harder to complete. Still very feasible in a game of Hearthstone. But it doesn't also mean, like, you kind of instantly win the game on turn 5. Don't forget, this game I've gained a lot of fucking armor and I'm still almost dead. Like, the fact that every single card in his deck deals damage to him and he still finds a way to win in an aggro meta is kind of... Not gonna lie, it's kind of fucking dumb. Here, top deck Hadronox would be insane. Although I might just be dead this turn. Yeah, I'm probably just dead this turn. The fact that I took 30 damage basically from hand in one turn is a little bit dumb. Like, I don't think there was a single play I could have done there in order to win. Like, this game just feels super unfair and, like, kind of like there's nothing I could have done. I don't know. It feels weird saying, but I want the deck to get nerfed, but I also don't want the deck to get nerfed. It just feels a little bit too consistent. Which is why I suggest making it either spells or minions, not both. But if you make it one or the other, also diminish the amount of damage you have to take. Because taking 8 damage from minions is a little bit hard, in my opinion. Even 8 damage from spells is a little bit hard, so that's why I said, like, 4, 5, 6. Much more feasible. And I guess you count hero power in that as well. No matter what. But yeah, I doubt that's gonna be what it's gonna be. I think if Blizzard nerfs it, they're nerfing it to a point where it's unplayable. That's kind of how Blizzard nerfs things. But anyways, with that being said, we still have time for at least one more game, so let's queue it up. Jesus Christ, another fucking Quest Warlock? Well, I guess when a deck is as good as Quest Warlock is, it makes sense that everyone's playing it. I think Quest Warlock is also better than Raza Priest ever was. And Raza Priest was nerfed at one point. I mean, it's no longer nerfed, but it was nerfed for a long time. I've also never really found Raza Priest to be that insane. Play your quest on turn 1. It's okay. I'll just accept the free loss. Yep, okay. I still don't understand how that deck loses. The deck feels just too consistent. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion on the Quest Warlock current position in the meta. If you, I mean, go ahead and tell me down below. I'm perfectly willing to have a discussion on this deck. It might be just because I've lost to it. You know, I think I'm like 1-4 against the deck. Maybe that's why that I don't like it, but I don't know. Still feel like it's a little bit too strong. Or, you know, the other nerf you can do is just make it require more health damage taken. So I'm pretty sure the quest lines are not meant to be finished on turn 5. Like, you could kind of see that with most of them, where, like, say the Warlock one, or sorry, not the Warlock one, like the Demon Hunter one, or even the Mage one. They kind of take a little bit of time to actually complete. Right? You have to play, like, for the Mage one, you have to play 9 spells. For the Demon Hunter one, you have to draw like a shitload of cards in one turn, which requires a lot of mana. The problem is that there's so many cards that just deal damage to you for so cheap. And their entire downside was, well, Flame Imp is a 3-2 for 1. High roll? Fuck me. Right? He's a 3-2 for 1. So that's really good stats. So he'll deal 3 damage to you. But the card was still really good because health in Hearthstone is kind of a resource. But when health is a resource, but instead you're dealing it to your opponent, it's a little bit dumb. Damn, okay. Big dick over here. Why would he? I mean, I guess this is how you win. He just draws none of the cards that deal damage to himself, but I mean, my guess is he's completing this part this turn. Next part he's going to complete next turn, and he's going to be able to play the quest reward. Low roll, please. No giant. 1 time for the 1. Actually, I think I'd rather him have a giant than a fucking crystallizer. Not going to lie. I don't beat another crystallizer is the big thing. We get Overgrowth next turn. Druck. I don't know what to do actually here. Oh, that's the thing. Can I draw? I was about to say, can I draw Lunar Eclipse? Because that would have been an insane draw, bruv. Like, I feel like I'm just basically dead. I'm at 41 life. And he's not even done quests yet. I feel like I'm just going to be dead in like 3 turns. Also, can Druid get Wild Growth back down to 2 mana, please? I feel like all these other classes have gotten really, really broken cards in the last couple expansions. But Wild Growth is still 3 mana. Innervate. Legit, Innervate back down to fucking 0. Or back up to 2 mana gained. And then Wild Growth down to... Okay, yeah, so I'm just dead. He completes quest this turn. Like, this quest line would be broken even without a quest reward. If it was just take... What is it? 14 plus 7? Yeah, so 21 damage to yourself. Without quest rewards, it would still be super playable. This Crystallizer is a card. The one thing I hope they don't fucking do, and if they do, I'm gonna actually be really fucking pissed, is ban it. I still don't understand why the fuck there's cards banned in Wild. It pisses me off more than I think people will ever understand, the fact that there's actually cards that are banned in Wild. I should have killed the other one, fuck. It doesn't actually matter. Unless he top sticks exactly the second race dead. But even then, he just trades it in. But like it pisses me off so much that they banned a card. Like Wild was initially designed to be the format where you could kind of just do a whole bunch of dumb shit in. And that's what made the format fun. And now they're just like, oh, this card is too powerful, we're banning it in Wild. The card wasn't fucking powerful. At that point, why the fuck isn't cards like fucking, I don't know, like actually half the fucking cards in the game banned in Wild? Why do I always draw this at like the worst possible time? But like, you know, why isn't Raza banned? Why isn't Dark Glare banned? Why isn't fucking, you know, fucking Rigged Fair Games Ice Block banned? You know, like, oh, it's like I'm just dead. Like, see, this is so fucking dumb. There is quite literally no counterplay I can do to this. Unlike, and I know this might get the comparison, and I don't really understand it, but between Raza Priest, people are gonna be like, oh, well, you can't do anything against the Raza Priest. That's fucking wrong. You just play Albatross. They quite literally printed a card to counter Raza Priest. And, this deck just feels quite literally super unfair, and, like, give me a good card to play? Nice. Actually, semi-playable card. Hog Champion. This feels so fucking bad. I'm gonna draw cards here, see what I get. I actually have to do this like this. Yeah, I feel I'm too low already. Like, he's too high and I'm too low to win this game, I think. I'm basically dead if he draws Unlicensed Apothecary this turn. I take 20 damage from hand. There's no way I can beat that. Unless I draw, like, I don't know, Khartut into N'Zoth. And even then, I'm pretty sure I just die to the minions he has left in his deck. Do you have Broomstick number 2? Because that'd be really fucking good if you did. Don't tell me what to do. He actually has Broomstick number 2. Fuck me. I wish I was drawing half as good as my opponents are drawing recently. Again, there is zero counterplay to whatever he's doing. The only decent draw in my entire deck is Lunar Eclipse. Starfall number 2 is also decent, but it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead from hand. There's no way he can't deal 16 damage from hand. He has Unlicensed Apothecary and at least 1 more 2 or 3 more 1-drops. Like, this is so fucking dumb. This is so fucking dumb. Very skill intensive. Very, very skill intensive. You know what would have been a better reward instead of this? A reward where all your spells cost health. I think that would have been sick. Or all your cards cost health instead of... I would have much preferred that. But then people would have complained about that because it would have been a fucking second version of the guy who got banned. I want that deck back, man. The deck was not broken. People need to stop bitching about not broken decks. That one was very easy to beat. I actually had a super positive win rate against that deck, where this one I have a super negative win rate because the deck is toxic and just kind of wins. Like, see, he didn't complete Quest there till turn 7, and he still won without me being able to do anything. The deck is actually just a free win. I don't understand it. Anyways, whatever. Let's just queue up the next one. Right, guys? I'll see y'all there. Do I just concede now? I know the outcome of this match anyways. I know the outcome of this match. Okay, by the way, this card also feels like trash. Varian feels like absolute fucking dog shit. If it was this off, did I win last game? Very much probably. Very much probably. Play your quest, and then I'll concede. No, I don't even have to concede. I'm gonna be dead in fucking 5 minutes anyways. Why is it that every single time an opponent has a fucking quest, they decide to fucking waste 10 seconds just fucking jerking the bit? Oh, I drew my quest. Like, what the fuck? It's so obnoxious. Play your 2 1-drops, complete your quest, and then pass me the turn. I'm so impatient when it comes to people slow playing. Your deck has like actually 3 choices to make in the entire fucking deck. It's like Dark Glare, but like for dumb people. Dark Glare, by the way, I'm like Omega fine with. That deck is actually incredibly hard. This deck just seems kind of like I just slam my 1-drops and then I kill you with my guy because I can no longer take damage on my turn. Give me a good 4-drop spell, please. Oh, no. So you actually just can take infinite damage this turn. That seemed like the wrong order there, bud. That actually just seemed like the wrong order. Let's see how many parts of the quest he completes on turn 3 with a Dark Glare. Turns out every fucking step. Very hard, very much deserving of a free win for just queuing up that deck. Play a Flame Imp, I know you have it. He actually did have it too. He had the other fucking Spirit Bomb. He could have just completed quest on turn fucking 3. There's no other quest I think you're able to complete on turn 3 in the entire fucking game, including the other quest. Not to mention fucking 3 of them. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Also, yeah, this guy is quite literally just an 8 mana 7/7 that draws a card. I would rather play Loot Hoarder. And it could fuck up my fucking Oaken Summons too, like... I'm so tired of Quest Warlock already. I've quite literally, I think half the games I've played has been against Quest Warlock. Half the fucking games, that's insane. It's insane how popular the deck is. Ah. You only hit 1 giant? That seems a bit low for my opponents. Oh, I'll have not actually played a single minion this entire game and I'll be dead. Take 6 here and then I'm dead next turn. What pain? You're the best deck in the game. Alright, how much you want to bet I'm just dead here? Now for a fact, he has a minimum of 4 damage in hand that he's able to deal, plus 0 power. So he only needs 4 more damage, actually. Second, Crystallizer. Raise dead into half the minions that are dead in his pool. Flame Imp. Lackey. Apothecary plus 2 1-drops. Ah, yes. Very skilled, much. Wow. He deserves that one. Every single fucking time. Fuck West Warlock, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give a fuck. Fuck West Warlock. The deck seems super cool and I really want to play the deck. That's just because I want to be a toxic piece of shit. that just plays the best deck in the game. Alright. Let's open a pack, see that we have enough gold to open a pack, and hopefully we can drown our sorrows about the fact that Quest Warlock is broken and is going to get nerfed. So basically also what I'm kind of saying is if you guys want to hit Legend, just queue up Quest Warlock. Quite literally, possibly the freest Legend unless they print another broken card for Secret Mage. Or another broken card for Handpuff Paladin. Like, just actually a freed fucking deck. Anyways, though, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, rep the gang, and I'll see you guys in the next one where hopefully we get into less Quest Warlocks and more fun fucking decks, so this way I'm not just playing the best deck in the... I'm playing against the best deck in the game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Peace.